Yo, welcome to the next video, guys, part 2. Sorry, just trying to fix this. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying in the other video, let's try to remember now what I said. That yeah, the Dr. Murray could have been pumping. Even Michael Jackson came clean. He didn't have any drugs in his system like Demerol that Dr. Murray supposed that he didn't. Michael Jackson was taking. But then there's another story saying that Michael Jackson was clean. Latoya Jackson or something, Michael Jackson's sister, said that something killed Michael Jackson throughout the night. Tell me this, if it had killed Michael Jackson, something she knows that it killed him, that something was given to him through the night, then why didn't Michael Jackson die seconds then? Answer me that. Doesn't make sense, again. Because Michael Jackson was still alive throughout the night, taking so many drugs throughout the night. It just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Because when you really, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me or to anybody else or to Michael Jackson's fans. It's just not fair. It's not fair that they're letting it go what really happened. They were supposed to do another interview with Dr. Stupid, as I call him, but he didn't take the interview, and he still claims, he still says that he still has done nothing wrong. So they're letting it go. But you know what? I know the fans are not going to let it go. I know the Believe channel's not going to let it go, and I know a lot of people are still not going to let it go until we get the truth. And I like doing videos about it as well because it is interesting, you know. And I'm sure people do a lot of videos of Elvis was still alive and all that there, and videos there's about the Twin Towers, you know, trying to say if it was really airplanes that hit it and all that there, you know. A lot of people have their own conspiracy, what they want to believe, and that's fine. A lot of people, when they say in comments, you know, in videos, you know, he's dead, just let him be. They're just saying, like, you know, let him rest in peace. But that's fine. But a lot of people are allowed to have their own opinion if they're alive or not. Because I'll tell you why, right? Everybody has a feeling and a belief and a conspiracy what they want to feel. Especially when you love somebody, like someone famous, and you just can't let them go. A lot of people just have to keep going on and on and on about it. You know, it's like when you lose a loved one in your family, you just want to go on and on and on about it, how you've lost them. You mean you want the truth, you want to know what really happened. I mean, my dad had cancer and he's gone in almost 10 years now, and I still think about him and I still talk about him and I still like to know how does cancer even happen. Michael Jackson had cancer. Yeah, Michael Jackson had cancer. I think it was skin cancer, I think. And I'm sure a lot of people are saying, like, why did Michael Jackson have skin cancer? Is because of his skin and all that there, and that's why Michael Jackson always had to use umbrellas and all, yeah, to keep the sun off him. And that's true. So it is. So, you know what I mean, guys? Everybody likes to, you know, hold on to the people they love. You know, they like to, you know, I mean, I'm sure they like to go on about it and talk about it because they have ideas and clues and conspiracies that they're alive. I mean, I'm not gonna like say like that, you know, if he's alive or not, because I was starting to get to the point where that he's could be alive or he could not be alive. But I have seen so many new videos of the Believe channel and all that there, and I have just the way, you know, who's doing it, you know, matching this AJ guy who think it's Michael Jackson, this guy with a hat, they all think he's wearing this is a mask he's wearing and all that there, and they think it's Michael Jackson. You know, if it is Michael Jackson, whoa, that's going to hit everybody hard, because I don't think we're ever going to know, because I don't think it'll ever I don't think it'll ever be breaking news. I really don't, guys, because a lot of people have said, like, he's not coming back. He might be alive, but he's not coming back. You can respect that, because I don't think he's ever going to come back, guys. You know, because he might not come back, but we know he's alive. and I'm sure Michael Jackson is alive. I'm sure he knows everybody around the world who thinks he's still alive. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors after the videos are made. You know, I mean, after when the videos are made of the Believe channel of the guy who's called the AJ, the guy with the hat and the glasses and all that there. I'm sure after the videos, I'm sure he takes off that mask, which people do believe it is, and it is really Michael Jackson and all that there. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. But like I said, you know, let's go back where, you know, Michael Jackson probably wouldn't have known that he was pumping all those drugs in Michael Jackson's system. You know, if he hadn't have given the propofol, he wouldn't have died. None of it wouldn't have happened. He would have been alright. But he couldn't sleep, and Michael Jackson, was supposed to believe, was asking for it. Dr. Stupid gave into it and give him it. He shouldn't have given him it, but there was no other way of getting Michael Jackson to sleep. Michael Jackson was taking Dimberall or whatever it is for 50 for a lot of months, and Michael Jackson was able to dance and sing and rehearse. A lot of people couldn't understand how Michael Jackson could do that. Michael Jackson had so many problems. He wasn't eating. He had he was breaking down, but the dancers and the This Is It said that Michael Jackson was getting stronger. His voice was getting stronger. Everything about him was getting stronger. That's what we're meant to believe. And one of the other This Is It guys said, you know, we think that Michael Jackson wouldn't have had no problem with doing the shows in London. So, and then Michael Jackson was made to do 50 shows. 50 shows. A lot of people thought there's no way he couldn't have done the 50 shows. 10 shows is what Michael agreed to. But behind closed doors, they made him do more. Michael Jackson even had it signed that he agreed to do the 50 shows because the 10 shows sold out that quick after the announcement in March 2009. So I don't know what we're meant to believe, because it's telling us one thing and then telling us the other. So, you know, up until his death, you know, he was back. You know, in March we seen a video of where he was shopping, and I think he went and seen his doctors or something, and he passed the test, and this was in February, and people spotted him. He was on video, and one of the guys said, "Any new music?" and Michael Jackson said some kind of title. And then in March 2009, Michael Jackson made the announcement, which I always thought he looked good. I always thought he looked focused, and I always thought he looked, well, the press conference, the announcement, I always thought he looked better than ever, if you want to put it in my opinion. Like, I always thought Michael Jackson looked better than what he did. I always thought like he was reborn because back in 2005 trial and all, people were accusing him of child abuse crap and all that shit, and he was innocent. Michael Jackson didn't do it. He was innocent, and a lot of people still think he did do it, but I know a lot of people are gonna, you know, fight against that, and that'll always go on. You know, a lot of people will go like, oh, he did do it, and a lot of people are gonna go, no, he didn't do it. So it'll always go on, because a lot of people don't know when to shut up. You know, so. But that's haters, you know, that's the word for it, haters, you know, instead of just putting a sock in it, you know, just shush, you know, just let it be. The guy, you know, this is 2018, guys, you know what I mean? I mean, that was like fucking 2005 was like 15 years ago, if I'm correct, you know what I mean? The guy was innocent. If he was guilty, if he would have been found guilty, right, okay, he would have done it. He probably, people would have thought he done it, you know, he was guilty and that's it, but he wasn't. He was found not guilty. So a lot of people are just going to have to take it in the chin and fucking move on accept that Michael Jackson didn't do it. He cared about children, and I had done a video as well where Michael Jackson was so drugged, and Dr. Stupid recorded him on his phone, saying he didn't know he recorded him. He knew exactly what he was doing. You know what I mean? He said he didn't know that Michael Jackson was on that recording. I mean, we're supposed to believe when he said in one of the interviews that he didn't even know about the recording. He should have knew by then. This was on May 10th, 2009. He video recorded Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson slurred speech. He was that so high on drugs. He said about the children's hospice, and that just is the smoking gun right there, that Michael Jackson cared about children. And if anybody or any haters are watching this right now, leave comments right now and say and explain that to me there. If Michael Jackson harmed children, or he did all that shit and he didn't care about children, he was a child molester, let me know in the comments, because I'll tell you one thing. Michael Jackson did care about children, because that recording that Michael Jackson left, and he did care about children, watch it. And if you have something to say to me, anybody, any haters out there, you let me know in the comments. Just let me know, and I will hit you right back. And you'll never be able to hit me back with a comment ever again. And I swear to God, you will. Anybody that leaves a comment about me, about my Michael Jackson, or anybody, leave me a comment, because anybody that does, and I've done it before, I'll hit them back, and they'll never be able to hit me back with a comment ever again. Because once when someone starts with me, that's it. They always lose. They will lose. Because I will always make sure I will always win. Because I'll tell you one thing. Michael Jackson, this was him talking about his dream after the This Is It. Clearly he's saying about the This Is It. When people leave a show, he wants them to see that it was the best performance ever. You know? And he said he wanted the children's hospice. Guys, that's a smoking gun right there. If he didn't care about children, Michael Jackson wouldn't have said or all that stuff. Especially drugged up. He said about children's hospice. And even being that drugged up, and after he was accused with and he was innocent, he was able to just say it anyway. We heard it in the recording. He cared about children. He wanted the children's hospice. So if the haters still think that he is a child molester, explain that one to me. Watch the video where he said that he about the children's hospice. Because that will just hit you right back in the face that Michael Jackson was not a child molester. And then, if we ever get to the truth that people are trying to do right now, this Red Robson guy, trying to say now that Michael Jackson did do it, and then years ago saying that he didn't do it. You know what I mean, guys? So it's one thing after another with this Red Robson guy saying that he did do it to him. He was too scared to say that Michael Jackson did it. So what did he do? Wait till Michael Jackson died, or dead or not, and then fucking talk about him so Michael Jackson couldn't defend himself. You know what the funny thing is? If Michael Jackson is alive, even watching this video, he could be just watching and listening to Red Robson, whatever you call him, making a complete idiot and moron of himself saying about Michael Jackson. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Michael Jackson did not do it. Even his brother even said, Michael Jackson's brother said about that Red Robson guy, full of shit, full of BS or whatever. I don't know what he said. Guys, the guy was innocent. We're just going to have to take it in the chin. And I'm saying this to the haters. He didn't do it. He couldn't have done it, because McCorky Cullen came forward, and a couple of people came forward and said he didn't do it. So, you know what I mean? I know people say, like, people who are pedophiles, once a pedo is a pedo, But guys, there's Michael Jackson, the famous star in the world, music star, A lot of people tried to tell lies about him, tried to get his money. You know what I mean? I had to watch what I'm saying here, because it could be very serious, you know what I mean? But I am right, because Michael Jackson, in the trial of 2005, you know, a lot of people did have tried to do it to get his money, did it for his money. You know what I mean? But that's all the people who were trying to, you know, get his money and trying to say that he did do it, and he didn't. Michael Jackson was innocent. If he had done it, it would have been, he would have been guilty, but he didn't. He was innocent, and I could say this all day long: innocent, 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 innocent. There's no coming out of it. No coming out of it. You know, it's 2018 now, guys. You know, and I'm sure a lot of people are out there are always going to keep on saying he was that and that, but that's the only hateful thing to say about him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't makes it. It's not fair, because when someone goes through something like that, it is scary, and it's very serious, very serious, very serious. It's not funny. It's not, but it's serious. And Michael Jackson, you know, proved his innocence, and he won. And that's why Michael Jackson came back 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later, came back, made the announcement, got back on stage for the last time just before he died, said to his fans he loves them from the bottom of his heart, and that was it. Michael Jackson died 3 months later. Well, we seen him throughout those 3 months in the This Is It Staples Center rehearsing for the tour, and then he died, and then we got the This Is It movie, and then we see Michael Jackson performing better than what he did before. So, you know, guys, if a lot of people still out there still think that he did do it, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with it, because I've said what I've said. Michael Jackson was innocent, and he couldn't have done it. If he had done it, it would have been strong enough to say he did, but he didn't. But Corky Cullen said he didn't do it. If he didn't do it, he didn't do it, and that's it. Move on. So I've said a lot in this video. I've said a lot, and I don't think there's going to be a part 3, because I'm saying everything in this video what I want to say. I've said everything. These 2 videos are brand new for everybody out there who is watching my videos about Michael Jackson. Anybody has something to say, let me know in the comments, because I know I haven't said anything out of place or anything wrong. And if anybody wants to come to me, because I will always be the one that keeps on saying he's innocent. What are you going to do? Innocent. There's no coming out of it, right? There's no coming out of it. Once you, just like Dr. Murray, he was charged of manslaughter. It should have been murder, and he was found guilty. He will always be that for the rest of his life. He might keep on saying that he didn't do it, but we will always see him as guilty. Especially his This Is It book, which is absolutely bizarre. I mean, like, stealing Michael Jackson's title. What is up with that? I mean, like, why does it have to be called This Is It? It could have been just called Dr. Murray and Michael Jackson. But why did it have to be the book of This Is It, Dr. Murray and Michael Jackson? Why did it have to be called This Is It? It's like he was stealing Michael Jackson's whole idea of the This Is It comeback tour. You know what I mean? It's like killing Michael Jackson and then doing a book. I mean, like, what? I mean, there's just so much, guys. You know, it just doesn't add up. It's just absolutely weird. I mean, I have to be honest. Like, I mean, I have seen a lot of, you know, books being made and books being done by famous and writers and all, but I have to say that I have never seen anything like that in my life. I mean, it was just weird. I mean, it's, you know, it's like someone trying to outlive your legacy. You know, like, put it like say that I always think about this sometime. Like, say, like, you knew a lot of friends and they all knew you and they like you best. Say, like, if I die and someone became me and tried to do the same things I did, you would never rest in peace, but you would never know, because you'd be dead anyway. You would just be it'd be nothingness. So, but that's what it would be like. It would be like someone trying to be you and trying to live out your legacy, try to be the way they were. You know what I mean? Okay. So, yeah, it's be like someone trying to live out your legacy, the way that person likes you. So, the way we look at it, because Michael Jackson's not here right now, we're seeing this book of Dr. Murray and Michael Jackson, but it shouldn't have been called This Is It. It shouldn't have. Maybe he named it This Is It because it was all about This Is It, because it was Michael Jackson, This Is It. But why did he have to call it on his book This Is It? It's like stealing Michael Jackson's title. To me, it'll always be like he's trying to be like Michael Jackson, trying to win it, whatever he's trying to do. You know what I mean? It just doesn't add up, guys. It's just absolutely. I'm just lost for words. It's scary, like, because I mean, a lot of people are saying like what's really does my head in that we didn't get what Michael Jackson promised us. Hold on a wee second here, right? How did he not give what he promised us? Just hold on a second here. Actually, he did. He gave us the announcement in March 2009, and we seen him for the last time up until he died. So he did give what he promised us, because we seen that This Is It, we seen the DVD, we seen the footage, we seen Michael Jackson before he died. So why are they saying that Michael Jackson didn't give what he promised us? What, because of the tour? For fuck's sake. You know what? That's just, to me, that's just haters right there. Because they have a cheek about saying all that shit. What's that all about, like? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, we didn't get what Michael Jackson promised us. I mean, what? For fuck's sake. Michael Jackson was a fucking legend, for fuck's sake. I mean, look at his legacy, and his music will always live on. So how are we not get what he promised us? Hold on a second. 2014 we got the album Escape. So we didn't get what he promised us. I think we just got enough from him. For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? What, we didn't get the tour? Boo hoo. Fuck's sake. Michael Jackson fucking done so many fucking tours back in his day all around the world, all in his life, and everybody knew what he was like anyway. Everybody knew what he was like all those years ago when he was on tour back in the early 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s. You know what I mean? How did we not get what he promised us? We all know what Michael Jackson was. He was a legend. He was the king of pop. He was Michael Jackson. He was a superstar. He was a genius at everything he did. And why did we always think, why am I saying he's a genius? Because he is. Watch the This Is It. You know what I mean? It could have been like where we didn't get This Is It. We didn't get anything of it. They didn't have any footage of Michael Jackson. But they did save all those footage, all those last moments, last hours, last few months of his life. They all videoed it and brought it out in DVD. Well, brought it out to the movies, and I was the first one to see it, and it was brilliant. And I would love. I'm going to buy it actually on DVD on Blu-ray, because I would love. I want to get it. I want to buy it because it looks good on Blu-ray, But saying that we didn't get what Michael Jackson promised us, that just fucking makes me angry. I mean, of course we got what he, and then you're gonna say promised, because he didn't have to promise us anything, and I don't think Michael Jackson even promised us anything. And even if he did, it was not his fault that he fucking died. It was that fucking stupid fucking Dr. Conrad Murray that didn't know how to do CPR and didn't dial 911 right away and was out of the room for hours when Michael Jackson was lying there, stone cold, dead, cold to touch, scary, very scary. Maybe at one point Michael Jackson could have been reaching out for Murray and he wasn't there. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's just scary. We'll never know what happened. Well, I know what happened. He wasn't in the room, and Michael Jackson could have been reaching out for him, and he wasn't there. Fucking no wonder he was found guilty. Just giving him so many drugs throughout the night. And you know what, guys, I'm just getting angry now, and I could be saying a lot more than what I think I do, because I'm telling you one thing: Michael Jackson was a legend. His music and his legacy will always live on. People will always, his dancers who loves Michael Jackson will always do tours around the world till this day. Because I've been to 2 concerts of Michael Jackson, not in real life Michael Jackson himself, but you know what I mean. People dancing to his music, all his songs and Thriller and all, and it's the biggest album of all time, which it is. You know what I mean? He was a legend, superstar, genius. He was the man. You know, he was the king. And he was. And, you know, what more could anybody ask from him, you know? I mean, we got to see him up until he died. We seen him in London anyway. We seen him, you know, making his announcement, and he was happy, you know, to see his fans once again. And then throughout those 3 months up until this is it, you know, Michael Jackson getting ready in the Staples Center for the tour, you know, and you know, anyway, he meant to made the tour. He died because of the doctor, because of his stupid intelligence. You know what I mean? But we seen that this is a DVD, you know, and they're saying like that. I think they're doing something for this is it about Michael Jackson. I don't know what it is, but I think they're doing something about it, and it looks interesting, looks good actually. But they don't have to do or show or anything about Michael Jackson. We've seen and we know what Michael Jackson's like anyway. Even in This Is It or not, we know what Michael Jackson is anyway. Have you seen the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? The Super Bowl reminds me of Michael Jackson if he had done the tour anyway, where Michael Jackson just appears out of nowhere and just stands like that there. That's what I call a musical legend. You know what I mean? Like, the Super Bowl is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then at the end of it, he's singing in "All Hail the World, We Are the World," and you know, and he's standing with all bunch of children and all, and you can just see right there, you know, that Michael Jackson cared about children. You know, it's just really, it's sad because a lot of people still think out there that he's this and he's that, but he's not. You know what I mean? He did care about children. Listen to the recording of Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? He says about Children's Hospice. He cared about children, guys. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Now that I've calmed down a bit and I've said everything I've wanted to say, I hope you guys have enjoyed these 2 videos. I just wanted to get everything off my mind, what I wanted to talk about, and I like putting it up on YouTube so people can watch me. And if you guys think my videos are good, if you guys think, you know, that if you guys want me to talk about more or anything else, guys, you want to know any more of me, that what I think or what I know and about Michael Jackson, just ask me. Anything you want me to do, I'll do it. Well, do certain stuff. I haven't got that much equipment, you know, that anybody else can do in their YouTube channel about Michael Jackson, which is pretty cool. You know, I can just talk about it or just, you know, show on my phone of Michael Jackson on TV. That's all I could do right now. But anything you guys want me to talk about, I'll do it. You know what I mean? If you guys think that you want to know more about Michael Jackson, I'm with you. I mean, I'm with you if you want to know what really happened. I mean, I'll do a video and I'll keep on going on about, you know, what really happened. I mean, I've said everything about what really happened. I've said about a lot of things throughout these 2 videos, you know. But now I've calmed down, and I was getting a bit upset there because, I mean, he did care about children. I know what I mean. I mean, Corky Collins said he didn't do it. You know what I mean? That's a smoking gun there. You know, it proves that Michael Jackson didn't do it. You know what I mean? But this Ray Robson guy, don't worry about him. Michael Jackson's family's gonna take care of that guy. Don't worry. And don't worry about Dr. Fucking Stupid, because Michael Jackson's family's taking care of that as well by calling in lawyers and all that there, because of Joe Jackson's death was not that long ago. You know, Dr. Murray saying about Joe Jackson. Oh my God, it's just so much. You know what I mean? It's like the Doctor's Stupid is going on from Michael Jackson to Joe Jackson now. So what's he going on? What's he gonna do next? Wait until Catherine Jackson dies and talk about her? It's just scary, guys. It's just, you know what? It's just right that they're gonna get lawyers and all that there to take this guy down, to shut this guy up, because this guy is just full of it. You know what I mean? He's full of it. So don't worry about him. Don't worry about Reddit Robson, and fuck him. Because Reddit Robson is a liar. He says that Michael Jackson didn't do it years ago, and now he's saying he did. Don't worry about that, guys. Don't even worry about him. He's going to lose, and so is the doctor. They're going to get nowhere. Because only one person will come first in the Jackson family, and that's Michael Jackson. And whoever. You know what I mean? So, guys, that's me for all of Michael Jackson's videos. If you guys have enjoyed these two videos, and I am out of whatever I have to say next. Until I have whatever else I want to talk about, I'll do another video. Or if I see any other good videos or interesting videos about Michael Jackson, I'll talk about it and what I think about it. Okay, guys? I'll see you guys later. If you guys want me to do any more videos, you know, let me know in the comments. If you guys are liking the videos, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the videos of me talking about Michael Jackson. And I really much appreciate it for likes and nice comments and what you guys think of my videos about Michael Jackson of 2018. These are all new videos. Okay, guys? Take care. Peace.